Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my favorite project that I'm doing and it's the Roulette Pan Collab and it is the second update. So this project, as you're probably already aware, was set up by Alexy and Rebecca and I will link their channels and the playlist down below. There's a hashtag Roulette Pan Collab and you can use that on Instagram as well. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. So this time I've hit goal on 3 products. So I'm going to show you the 3, show you the progress, and we'll roll in something new at the end. Apologies if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I have a flu and when I inhale, I'm wheezing. I don't even know how I put makeup on. I feel like I went to the gym and got bet up, something of both of those. So let's just get into it. So the first product that I hit goal on was for the category an underrated product, which was the Makeup Revolution. It was the I Heart Makeup Highlighter in Goddess of Love. There's 10 grams in this. So it's owned by Tam Beauty, who again makes or owns Makeup Revolution. I've showed you the experiment in my last video that I've done with this. I dropped my phone. So this is what it looks like. Again, I don't know what this will look like on camera. The lighting and when I edit seems to look different from right now. My goal was to use this product 10 times and at the last update I had used it 4 times. And I'm happy to say that I have used it 10 times now. So I'm going to put that back in my collection. And I hit goal. So for a product out of your comfort zone, I was literal and I chose the Comfort Zone palette. My goal again for this one was to use this particular shade 20 times. At the last update, I had used it 12 times. And right now I've used it 22 times. So I've gone 2 over. So what I've decided to do for this product is, yes, I've hit goal, but I'm going to keep it in and keep using it just throughout this project. Just while I'm using the Colourpop shadow, I want to keep using this one. So I've used it 22 times ever. I'm just curious to see if I can hit pan, because if I can hit pan, I will know how many uses it took to hit pan, because I've been tracking this since I've first ever used it. So it's the second shade here. I'm going to swatch it for you. I'm going to swatch it. God, I sound. That is it there. It's actually really pretty. It's a really old palette, so I'm surprised it performs as well. So that's the second product that I've hit goal on. So the third product that I've hit goal on was for a limited edition product, and I actually rolled that in the last time. And it was the Huda Beauty lip gloss in Bewitched. It's a duochrome purple shift, and I actually finished it. I finished it from start to finish. It was only a mini, it was like 2 mils in it, but I'm surprised. Come on. Oh! Why wear white? Why do I insist on wearing white? Okay, so that's it, completely finished. It was actually really nice. It was a nice comfortable formula. It wasn't too, I don't know why I'm even trying. It wasn't too sticky. I can't get anything else out. I'm still trying to show you though. So 4 of these came in a set. You know, it was meant to be limited edition, but I went and I checked on the website, and what website was it? Cult Beauty, I think it was. And they're still selling them there, but it was the winter solstice collection. So I finished 1 lip gloss. For a product that shouldn't be in this project anymore, it was the colourful eyeliner that I hit goal on the last update. I wanted to get this eyeliner beyond the word definitely, and I did. And I said I would keep it in the project to see if I could finish it. Okay, so this is difficult. That's where it was at the intro, that was the goal, and that's where I am now. I just said I keep mentioning it. I have continued to aggressively chew it, as you can see. I'm still thinking I could potentially finish this. But anyway, I just wanted to give this an honourable mention. For a product from your favourite brand, like I got that at the intro and I found that really impossible to decide what my favourite brand was. But we went with the Huda Beauty highlighting palette in Pink Sands. And I decided that I wanted to, since it was a product I loved allegedly, which I do, to use each pan in here 10 times. So I wanted to use each pan 10 times. At the last update, I had used this cream product down here that you can see in the shade Capri. I had used that 8 times and I've now used it 12 times. I only needed to use it 10, but I've used it 12. So I've hit goal on like 1 in here, but it's not counting as hit goal until I do it with all of the pans. The next one I'm going to count is this white one here, and that's in Santorini. At the last update I had used it 2 times and I've now used it 5. So I have another 5 to go before I hit my goal on this one. For this gold one here, at the last update I had used it 4 times. I'm now up to 7, so I have 3 more times before I hit goal. And finally the pink one, which is my favourite one in Ibiza. If I didn't mention, the gold one was in Azores. At the last update I had used this pink one 5 times and I've now used it 11 times, so I've gone over. So at the moment I just have to use this gold one and this white one, and then I've hit pan on them all, then I've hit gold on them all. I'll just quickly swatch them for you. So that's them there, where? The white one, the pink one and the gold one. No space. I don't know where I'm going to put this cream one. And this cream one is at the very top there. It's actually a face palette that it was 45 euros. I got it in Brown Thomas. I really genuinely like this palette. I like all the shades. My least favorite is the white one. That's nothing to do with formula, it's just to do with my taste at the moment. But when I bought it, my favorite one was the white one, so it just shows tastes change. I will love this palette and continue to love it. I'm thinking of rolling it into a project next year. For a collab product, I chose the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Glisten. At the last update I had used it 12 times. My goal is to hit pan, and at the moment I have used it 22 times. Still no pan. That is the shade of it there. It is a satin. Is it satin? Yeah, it says it's satin. Gosh guys, if you haven't used this formula, it's fantastic. It's so easy to use. So this is what it looks like. I am wearing it down evenly. I don't just concentrate it on the middle, even though you can kind of see that nipple bit show through. But yeah, I'm still using it. It's still a really nice formula and I am really enjoying it. It's so quick to use that I just put it on my ring finger, boop, off you go. For a product, a product that I've repurchased, I chose the, don't do it. I chose the Maybelline concealer, under eye concealer in light. It's not cruelty free, so I won't be getting it again. This is where I was the last update. I can't mark it again, but I'm just below it. I don't know if I'm going to finish this by the end of January, but I don't really mind because I'm actually, like, some days I like it and other days I don't. Not that I don't, as in I don't like it as much. It's quite yellow. Today I switched foundations. I'm trying to use my other foundations because I have 4 foundations in my collection, and it appears that I now just love one and I don't really like the other ones for some reason. Tastes changing again. I was always full coverage matte, and now for some reason I'm like, give me dewy with a little less coverage. So obviously that's all that's in my collection. But anyway, this is a lighter coverage. It doesn't conceal much, but it does brighten up that area a bit. Not great, but if you had excellent skin, I suppose. Grand. I just seem to have textured skin a little bit. So we're still working away on that. So instead of using the spreadsheet and then the random number generator, I have been using this Decision Roulette app. I've put them all onto this little wheel because I take too long on camera. So I'm just going to randomly select 3 categories and then we will go and get a product. So I got a product you don't like. Product from a previous project. Something from a lesser known brand. Okay, so I'm gonna go look for some products that correlate to those categories and I'll be right back. So guys, I have chosen my 3 products and I'm just gonna share them with you very quickly. So the first one I chose is an eyeshadow, and I'm crazy, I think. It is for a product that you don't like. So those of you who watch my Pan That palette, or help me choose, you know that I do not like this gunmetal shade. So I'm going to try and use this gunmetal shade 15 times. I mean, that's a lot of times, and I don't mind if I use it as a nail varnish or however I use it, as long as it's used at least 15 times. So let me swatch it. Anyway, if you guys have any recommendations on how to use it, do let me know. I got some unreal brilliant suggestions underneath that Pan That palette video. It looks matte with a bit of glitters in it up close. So that's what it looks like. It's a grey shade, or like gunmetal, and I really don't like it, to be honest with you. It's not a shade that I'm into. It's nothing to do with the formula necessarily, I'm just not into that shade. So the shade Gunmetal, a total of 15 times. For a product that we had in a previous project, which is quite hard because normally my goal is to finish a product, I chose the pigment in Lilac Vibes from Glam and Co. From Glam and Co. And I had it in the Roulette Pan Collab in this project, but not in this edition. So this is quite a light dust. You can't even feel it. I'm using this again unintentionally. Oh, there it is there. It's such a tiny little dust, and I need to use this also 15 times. I'm up on the uses on these things, but 15 times between now and January I think is possible. Again, just, gosh, it's really lightweight, you can't even feel it. So 15 times, and it's a lot more than I anticipated. I used a gram of it in the last round. So we have a gram gone out of this that was not planned this year at all, which is pretty good. So for a product from a lesser known brand, I chose the Amazing Cosmetics concealer in the shade Dark Caramel. There is 15 mils in this, which is, which is 0.5 of a fluid ounce. This is half the size of a full size foundation. This is obviously in the shade Dark Caramel, and I want to use it as a cream bronzer. It's extremely thick. I used the fair shade as a normal concealer, but it was far, far, far too thick for my under eyes. And I used it panned it for 3 years and got as far as here. And then I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I want to make sure that this isn't the case with this product either. But this is obviously a lesser known brand in my collection, I suppose, because most of the products that I have, everyone knows about, I suppose. Where in Ireland you don't have access to much brands that aren't that well known. So I'm going to use this one 15 times as well as a cream bronzer, because obviously it's extremely darker than my skin tone. Let me just see, look, like, what's the story here? What is the story? So there it is, it's really, really wet. I don't know, the formula is not consistent between this one and the other one. Now, in saying that, I do have it for a very long time. It's extremely expensive. The people that own the brand appear to be quite nice. I don't know them personally, obviously, but I just mean that, like, I see them reach out to people on Instagram and YouTube a lot. So I'll use it as a cream bronzer and see how I feel. So 15 times for this one as well. So I have to wipe my hand because I'm wearing white and that thing is on my finger. So if you're doing this project, let me know how you're getting on down below. If you want to see people on Instagram, click the hashtag. And I will have the round 6 playlist down below as well if you want to check everyone else out. Thanks a mil for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!